Welcome one more time to this new English class at Edutin Academy. Have you ever wondered why people like to talk so much about their past? Documentaries, books, classes. That's because history shapes us. After all, those who don't know their history are destined to repeat it. That's why in today's lessons, I'll teach you how you can talk about different moments that have marked humankind history or your own story using a mix of the present perfect simple and the present perfect continuous. Be prepared to be able to talk about your past or understand others' past, because as a B1 speaker, this will help you participate in different formal or informal contexts. But before we do that, I will ask you to listen carefully and answer this question. Based on the speaker, what are some of the biggest and most significant inventions in humankind history?
Have you ever wondered about the inventions that changed the world? Let's talk about some inventions that have revolutionized civilization as we know it. Humans, for example, have been using the rock for more than 2 million years. Our ancestors used this multi-tool for cutting, sawing, crushing, or smashing. Another great invention was the Wright Flyer of 1903. Now, of course, humans have not been flying in fancy airlines since 1903, but we probably wouldn't be traveling today if the Wright brothers hadn't proved that a pilot could control a plane in 1903. Another invention that has changed humanity was Apple II. Apple II was the introduction to laptops and home computers. Apple has since become a household name, and the computer has evolved from a big machine to a small device that fits in a backpack. With all these changes, humans have been working constantly to keep improving. Technology has been evolving faster and faster in the last century. Cities have become bigger, people have become more interconnected, medicine has become faster and more efficient. I wish to know where these changes will take us.
So, did you find the answer to my question? Based on the speaker, what are some of the biggest and most significant inventions in humankind history? I invite you to share the answer in our comment section. Now, let's focus on the structure. The structures that we'll cover in today's class are the present perfect continuous and present perfect. We use present perfect continuous to talk about actions that were in progress or only just finished. Also to make emphasis on the amount of time the action lasted. To form the present perfect progressive, we use the following structure: subject plus have or has plus been plus verb ing plus complement. For example, technology has been evolving faster and faster in the last century. Humans, for example, have been using the rock for more than 2 million years. We contract has or have by putting apostrophe when we are speaking. To talk about events that were not in progress with the negative structure of the present perfect continuous, we use subject plus haven't or hasn't plus been plus verb ing plus complement. For example, humans have not been flying in fancy airlines since 1903. For interrogative sentences, we use the following structure: haven't, hasn't, plus subject plus been plus verb ing plus mark question, or WH question plus haven't, hasn't, plus subject plus been plus verb ing plus mark question. For example, has technology been evolving in the last century? How has technology been evolving in the last century? For how long have humans been using rocks as a multi-tool? Let's now talk about present perfect simple. As you might remember, we can use present perfect simple to talk about present results of an action that we completed. We can also use the present perfect to connect the past and the present. We use it to talk about an action that started in the past and continues today. An action that started in the past and has results or impact on the present. We also use the present perfect simple to talk about recent events. We also use the present perfect simple to talk about our life's experiences. To do this, we use expressions such as never, twice, several times, a few times, and so on. Or with the question, have you ever? For example, have you ever wondered about the inventions that changed the world? Let's talk about some inventions that have revolutionized civilization as we know it. Cities have become bigger. People have become more interconnected. Medicine has become faster and more efficient. We use words like already, yet, still, with present perfect. The structure for the present perfect simple is: for affirmative sentences, we use subject plus have or has plus past participle plus complement. For example, cities have become bigger. People have become more interconnected. Medicine has become faster and more efficient. Whereas for negative, we use subject plus haven't or hasn't plus past participle plus complement. For example, my company hasn't become a household name yet. For interrogative sentences, we use have or has, haven't or hasn't, plus subject plus past participle plus complement. For example, have you ever wondered about the inventions that changed the world? So, did you remember the question I asked at the beginning? What are some of the biggest and most significant inventions in humankind history? If you want, you can listen to the audio about the inventions one more time and then share your answer in our comment section. You also can write comments to your partner's answers. Thank you for your participation. See you next class.
¿Te ha gustado este video? Te invito a continuar tu aprendizaje ingresando a edutin.com, donde encontrarás más de 6.000 cursos gratis y con certificado. Además, podrás interactuar con personas de todo el mundo. Ingresa ahora o descarga nuestra aplicación móvil.